guys, welcome to the beginning of the end. Welcome to Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Season 7, Episode, oh my god, Episode 9, and my god, the emotions were high for this episode. Seriously, I have tried to make this video twice already, and I'm about to break into tears. I love Star Wars The Clone Wars! What can I say? This is stuff I grew up on, and I am so happy that they brought it back. I am so happy that it's about to get finished. But there's a part of me that's like, please don't let it end. And yet, all good things have to come to an end. All good things have to come to an end. Oh my god. In today's video, we will be reviewing Episode 9 of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Spoilers, of course. Don't watch it if you haven't seen it. My goodness. Okay, so let's just start out with this. I want to make this perfectly clear. The animation is something we just have to talk about. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so I sat down, it was around dinner. I know a lot of people are really happy with this Friday morning feel, grab a bowl of cereal and eat your favorite Star Wars show. I used to do that when I was a kid, but I really wanted to make a spectacle out of this. I sat down, I had my dinner, I had some sauerkraut and kielbasa, some really good dinner, sat down, turned on the TV, and just enjoyed it. But the first thing that shows up is Obi-Wan Kenobi with that gorgeous animation. Gorgeous. Look, Season 7, we already know, the animation has actually been really top par. In fact, even in the old show, Season 5 and 6, really fantastic animation. But the show has never, ever looked this good. In fact, other than the facial structure of the characters, because the faces aren't actually structured like that in real life. If it wasn't for that, then I would not have been able to tell that this was animation. To be honest with you, just watching it, and I forgot that was animation. It looked so real, especially in that moment when we first see Obi-Wan Kenobi show up. The light of the lightsaber just shining down on his face. His hair slightly blowing in the wind. He's looking up over at Cody hiding from the battle, and the dust particles. My god, the dust particles! I'm freaking out about the dust particles! The dust particles! The light is like glimmering in the dust particle. Or reverse that, the dust particles is glimmering in the light, in the lightsaber, and all throughout this entire episode, the dust particles, man, it feels like Star Wars. It looks lived in. It looks down and dirty. You can see a couple of scratches and battle runes on Obi-Wan Kenobi. It just looks real. The animation is top tier. Top tier. I'll say it. I'm a huge anime fan, right? This is far better than a lot of the animation in some Japanese TV shows. Some, not all. There are some really good Japanese animation, but my god, the animation in this episode alone, beautiful. Beautiful. And there was this moment later on in the episode too where Ahsoka Tano is surrounded by a bunch of Mandalorians working for Maul, and Maul comes up, and there's like they're in like a big sewer system, and there's like dust particles everywhere, and she turns on the lightsabers, and the dust particles like glow with the lightsabers. I'm freaking out about the dust particles, dude! My god, the dust particles. I don't know what to say. I'm freaking out about. But let's go ahead and stop talking about the animation, which is just god beautiful. I've already wasted 5 minutes talking about the darn animation. Let's go ahead and get into what happens into the story. So, something you guys have to, of course, remember, it's a time period that this is going on. The time period is, this is just before episode 3. In fact, at the very beginning of this episode, where Anakin and Obi-Wan have to go run off to save Chancellor Palpatine, that's when this whole thing is going down, just before that, you know. And it's just great to see the characters back again. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi there, and Anakin comes up, kind of shows up out of nowhere, and Obi-Wan's like, "What are you doing? Get down, we're being shot at." And Anakin's like, "Are you kidding me? There's like 1,000 droids, why don't you just kill him?" And Obi-Wan just, his excuse is they can't find the darn leader. I mean, it was just funny that their comedic humor, it just comes off very much like what happens in the movie. These two just feel like best friends, just coming off of one another. That's just great. That's just great. I really wished I had more Obi-Wan and Anakin at the end of the show. There actually was another arc that was animated, half animated, that they just couldn't put into the final 12 episodes. But there is more Star Wars material, and I highly recommend you go find the lost episodes, especially the one between Anakin and Obi-Wan on Uapau with the big kyber crystal. That arc, wow. I wish that arc was animated better. I wish that arc was in this season. Wow, I just want more Anakin and Obi-Wan. These are my two favorite characters. They just slide off one another very well. Love that in the first part. And Anakin has a couple really cool moments. He gets the droids to come out with their leader, destroys them all with jetpacks on the stormtroopers. Fantastic. Loved every second of it. So much good action, so much good characters, and then they get a call. Someone wants to talk to them. Someone from Mandalore. Is it Saw Gerrera? No. You might want to take this message on the ship. So they go on the ship to take the message, and it ends up being Ahsoka Tano. And Satine's sister. My god. Oh, that's the moment that we saw in the trailer, and that's the moment that I kind of wish we had for Ahsoka Tano originally. The whole middle arc of the season, I'm sorry, but while I enjoyed every minute of it because it's Star Wars The Clone Wars, that middle arc, that previous arc, was very lackluster. This arc is not. And we have these moments between Ahsoka Tano and Anakin, which I'm going to talk about in a second here. So what happens is Ahsoka Tano's on Mandalore, and they need help. So she's come to the Republic to get some help because, of course, they don't have enough forces to make an attack on the Mandalorian system. They think that they've tracked down Maul, and they're going to hopefully capture him. And that's where she comes to meet Anakin, and they talk. Anakin surprises her with the fact that the 501st painted their helmets to look like her face paintings. That was such a cool scene. And of course, him giving her back the lightsabers, except her lightsabers are no longer green. They're blue. They're rebuilt. They're a little bit better. And her turning them on, swinging them around. Awesome to see. Just the connection between these two characters and the way they play off each other is very well. You can tell Ahsoka Tano is older, a little bit wiser. Anakin just wants to treat her like his sister he hasn't seen in a long time. He wants to know everything about her and just wants her to be safe, right? But she's grown up, you know? She's been out there. And I love the little fight that she had, the little bit of arguing, the little bit of back and forth she had with Obi-Wan. And something that I really want to point out here, I don't know a lot of people know this, but she's got a little bit of a mouth on her, and I'm liking it. So, when they get the call about Palpatine being stolen by General Grievous, Ahsoka Tano goes up to them and says, "Really, you're..." and I'm playing wordplay, you know. This isn't exactly what she says, but she says something along the lines of, "You're just playing politics. You're trying to save Palpatine, not the rest of the galaxy. I've been out there. I've seen people who really do need our help. I'm helping those people." You know? And I like how she says Obi-Wan Kenobi instead of Master Obi-Wan. She says Master to Anakin because Anakin was her master, and she does have that respect for her. But what's really cool is that when Anakin says, "Okay, what we'll do is we'll split up the 501st. People can go with Ahsoka. We'll give Captain Rex the form of commander because Ahsoka can't be commander anymore. She's not a Jedi anymore, not under the Republican flag. But Commander Rex can be the commander and she can be the advisor." So, and he's like, "Okay, will you take the deal?" And Ahsoka Tano's like, "Alright, if Obi-Wan agrees with it." And she doesn't say, "If Master Obi-Wan," she goes, "If Obi-Wan agrees with it." My God, what a mouth on her. She's definitely grown into her character. I just love that little scene. I don't know why I'm freaking out about that little scene, but that scene was fantastic. And I loved the moment where Satine's sister, I can't remember her name right off the top of my head, Bo-Katan. When Bo-Katan is like, "I thought you worried about my sister, Obi-Wan. Why don't you help her people?" And Obi-Wan's like, "I did care about her, and I still do. But I can't let my feelings cloud my judgment." That's very much of a Jedi thing to do. That's very much in character of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I absolutely enjoyed just the dialogue. Just the dialogue is fantastic. This is how you write a Star Wars show. This is how you write good Star Wars story with dialogue. Dialogue. You know, the special battles and the lightsaber and the dust is amazing, but the dialogue and the actual story writing is why I love Star Wars and why Star Wars The Clone Wars is top notch. Just, I have to say that. Well, anyway, they split up, obviously. Anakin and Obi-Wan have to go save Palpatine. And you want more Anakin and Obi-Wan? You want to see what happens during this arc? Well, then go watch episode 3, because we already kind of knows what happens in there. Anakin's gonna turn into Darth Vader. There's a spoiler for you. Not very much of a spoiler, huh? But anyway, we got Ahsoka Tano on Mandalore with the clones. She's back with Rex, and I love Rex and her working together again. It's just fun to see. And seeing that moment where Ahsoka finally left Anakin Skywalker. And remember in Rebels, she says, "I won't leave you again, not this time." Well, now we finally get to see the moment where she left him. That's just something interesting that they threw in there that I just love. I love the character of Ahsoka Tano. Anyway, stuff happens then. Stuff happens. I don't want to get into too much detail, but she eventually gets caught up in a trap with Darth Maul. Oh my god. Darth Maul was of course hoping to see Obi-Wan Kenobi. Instead, he has Ahsoka Tano, and he asks, "What are you doing here?" And that's the end of the episode. My god! What a fantastic episode! I don't know what to tell you guys. Top notch. Top stars. Everything top. Just... I'm out. Bye. Fantastic. Loved it.